This is the Sunday Business Page with John Delano.
Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to another home edition of the Sunday Business Page. And our very special guest this morning is Dr. Jeremy Goodman, who is the new CEO and president of the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium, just starting last October. Dr. Goodman, welcome so much for the show. We appreciate you being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
So I think I want to start with a little bit about who you are, because you're coming to Pittsburgh for the first time from Providence, Rhode Island, where you were in charge of a zoo up there. Who exactly is Jeremy Goodman?
I'm just a regular guy who runs a zoo. It's something that I'm really passionate about. It's animals and the environment and conservation have really been what I've been about my entire life. And my background is actually in veterinary medicine, but the business aspect of running a zoo has learned that over the last quarter century. And I think that from my entire experience over not only from Providence, but from South Bend, Indiana, and from New Jersey, I think I'm really bringing a lot to the table here in Pittsburgh, and really can't wait to meet the community and to continue to further grow our zoo.
Well, we're delighted to have you here, Jeremy. And if I understand correctly, I mean, you have sort of a very good reputation for revitalizing zoos, both with respect to patronage and financing. And I think every organization would welcome that. So do you have any thoughts in mind? I know you're just getting started, but do you have any thoughts in mind for the Pittsburgh Zoo?
So to me, zoos are all about, obviously they're about animals, but they're also about community. We really wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of our guests visiting. So my philosophy has always been to really try to make every visit as special as possible and really treat all of our guests as VIPs. So from a customer service standpoint, that's definitely the direction that we're hoping to move in, and that we will move in. Like I said, zoos are really all about community. So I really hope that the Pittsburgh and the Western Pennsylvania community will just continue to embrace our zoo and really make it the zoo it needs to be for the future. And and what that looks like is really partly up to the community as well. I have ideas, our staff has ideas, but I definitely want to hear from the people as well who come and visit, because, like I said, this is really their zoo.
Well, it is a bit of an unfair question to ask you when you've only just arrived, but let me ask you this question. We are heading into the winter months, and normally we think of zoos for the summertime, spring, summer, fall, but there is activity at the zoo in the winter. Can you describe, I mean, what would we see when we come out to the zoos in November, December, January, February?
Yeah, sure. Winter is one of my 4 favorite seasons at the zoo. So there is so much to do here in the winter. We have our zoo lights that are starting. So that's something that everyone can look forward to. And that'll be a drive-through. So you don't have to leave the comfort of your car, and you can see the whole zoo lit up. So that's really exciting. But during the daytime, a lot of our animals are actually more active in the winter. Our polar bears, our otters, things along those lines, where the animals just really enjoy the snow, if we have snow, or the cooler weather. A lot of times you'll see animals in the heat of summer, when people typically come and visit, are sleeping off in the shade, but oftentimes in the fall and throughout the winter, they're actually more active. So you'll be able to see most of our animals. Some of our non-cold tolerant animals, like our reptiles, like our crocodilians and alligators, are put away for the winter. They have a really nice facility in the back. So unfortunately, public can't see them, but they are winter vacationing in the back. So looking forward to seeing everybody again in the spring.
Well, I think it's good advice. Instead of going south to Florida for the winter, go to the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Dr. Jeremy Goodman, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We really wish you well at the zoo.
Thanks so much.
And thank you for watching this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Have a great Sunday, everybody.